Alright, let's do this. Well, that's not a good way to start this. Vlog numero uno. Okie dokie. Oh, that'll work. Vlog numero uno. Number one for you kids north of the border. And this probably isn't going to work out, but that's okay. Take a cruise in the old WRX. When I say the old WRX, I mean it's 3 weeks old. Interesting. Speaking to nobody while driving, and yet speaking to everybody. Just, yeah. Let's just see what this is like, shall we? Cool Maximo, bro. Be nice once I have a camera that's actually mounted and doesn't fall everywhere. We just can't have that, now can we? 6,500. No follow through in second. And there we go. Let's try windows down halfway, windows up halfway. Let's try sunroof open. What to talk about? Subaru WRX 2013. Had it for about 3 weeks now. 1,800 miles. Harrisburg to Massachusetts to New Hampshire to Massachusetts to Harrisburg. Be nice once I start driving a little bit less. 600 miles a week, roughly. I don't know. Enough that it's a pain in the ass. Got the mud flaps on after a week and a half. First thing I got. A treat to myself. I suppose the car is treat enough, but yeah, mud flaps, pretty cool. Rally armor, the black with red lettering. It's a little over 2 hours to install. Not always the most mechanically inclined person, so I suppose that's not so bad. Some people take like an hour and a half. Yeah. First new car I've ever owned. First car I've ever owned that's really mine. I've inherited a couple cars from my parents. It's nice, you know. Not the same as having your own car. Just get out working. First car, I inherited a 1994 Dodge Grand Caravan. Let's go windows up. Let's try that, like I said. And close the sunroof, AC on. See if there's a noise difference here. First car, 1994 Dodge Grand Caravan. It was awesome. Second car, 99 Chevy S10. So 94 Dodge Grand Caravan. I drove, it was mine, so to speak. I drove that from 04 through 05, I guess, like a year. And then For about 2 years, I had a 99 S10 two-wheel drive automatic flat short bed. Kind of sucked. It's an underpowered 4-cylinder. Got me 14 miles to the gallon. It was pretty obnoxious. After that, sold that when I went to college in 2006. And at some point in 2007, my dad gave me his 2000 Camry automatic 4-cylinder. It was nice. I liked it. Interior was freaking awesome on that. I had that 90s, early 2000s interior where everything's just kind of in place. Drove that for 3 years. Spring of 2010, engine blew up. It's driving on 84 to Waterbury, Connecticut, and the engine just poof, driving down the road, foot on the gas, car slowing down, temperatures through the roof. So we scrapped that thing. And in 2010, my dad gave me his 07 Altima that he bought in 07. And he got him, so I had that for, what, 07 Altima? Had in 2010, it's 2013, so I had that for a little over 3 years. Put about 60,000 miles. I inherited that with like 50 something, so I put about 60,000 on that in 3 years. Driving to and from UMass is kind of a pain in the butt. A lot of driving, enough driving. Anyways, more than I wanted to do. I know you salesmen out there may drive more, but it's more than I want to do. And what? So then, August 2013 Subaru WRX. It's mine, for me. All-wheel drive, 5-speed manual transmission, turbocharged, 2.5 liter. Flat 4-cylinder, nothing you guys don't know already. It's kind of cool to say it out loud, I suppose. First stick shift I've ever owned. I have plenty of friends that drive stick. First that I've ever owned, so it's pretty fun. You know, I've driven Xterra a little bit. Just random stuff, Scion TC, I don't know. So first stick that I've owned, it's pretty fun. I like it. I've done my fair share of bumper to bumper kind of stop and go traffic. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, really. You know, if it's stopped long enough, just put it in neutral and sit there. But I like it. The on-command power is so much cooler than having an automatic. You know, I want to go fast, pop it into a gear. I want to hold something, pop it into a gear. But I like it. So yeah, got a new car. It's 2013 limited WRX. I wanted the base model. I'm kind of living out here temporarily for work, but I decided to get it out here. I found a base a couple hours away. Obviously, I don't want to drive 2 hours if I don't have to. So I went to a Subaru in town, and they had a black limited on the lot. And that's what happens when you do a pull. Unexpectedly, it just kind of goes. And these guys are blocking my way into the parking lot. So we'll just sit here, and we'll sit here until I can get into the parking lot. Pull into the parking lot, actually. This guy's a nice guy. I like letting people in. And this is not the parking lot I want to be in. Where was I? Subaru dealership in town. They had a black limited on the lot. I don't know. I spent a good amount of time looking at the different options for the WRX, and I don't know. 3 things were important to me: fast car, all WRXs. It's got to be stick shift, all WRXs. And all-wheel drive is nice. You living in New England most of the time. You're living in New England most of the time, so all-wheel drive is key. That's one of those things that makes the car go like you need it to. Anyways, got to where I'm going. Getting some wings tonight. It's a good night for some wings. So I'll check back in with part deuce.